they don't know about this as well. Like they're just coming with Brazilian passport, and then in the airport they are kind of caught, and they have to go to the military.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Today's setup is ghetto, y'all. It's a little ghetto out here. We have two microphones that we are recording from. So I'm actually going to ask you guys which microphone you guys prefer. We have a small little microphone that we're using, and then we're using our main podcasting microphone because I don't know what's been happening, but I've been losing my audio. So it's ghetto out here, guys. But today, I'm introducing today's guest who has a really interesting story. I remember seeing her form and being like, are you Korean or not? Okay, I'm just kidding. I didn't say that. I was just like, you have such an interesting history.
Yeah.
So I can't wait for you guys to meet today's guest, Helen.
Hello.
Woo! Girl, I can't wait to hear your story.
Oh yeah, it's interesting.
It's
interesting
very
even for me.
interesting. It's so different.
Yeah.
I remember seeing your form and being like, how? And
Yeah.
like, how did you even get there? It's like one of those stories.
Yeah.
But before that, would you like to introduce yourself?
Yeah, so hi, my name is Helen Kim. I'm from Brazil originally. My parents are Korean, and I'm 31 years old.
I like how you said your age.
Yeah, I'm 30 now. I'm proud of it.
She's
you
in
know.
her 30s, girl. 30s is what, the new 20s? Is that what people are
Yes,
saying now?
exactly.
So when did you come to Korea?
I'm in Korea. It's been 10 months, more or less.
10 months. Okay, so
yeah.
like a little less than a year.
Less than a year. Yeah.
Yeah. I was about to be like, what made you interested in Korea? You're Korean.
Yeah, I saw your form. It was like K-pop, K-drama.
I was like,
I
It's
think
like,
it's deeper.
I don't think that counts with you.
Yeah.
But what made you come to Korea then?
Basically, because
Yeah.
like my family is Korean.
Yeah.
My parents are Korean. I have all this background, new Korean background, and I wanted to learn Korean properly.
Yeah.
So basically, like to be more connected to my roots, like kind of like explore this side, the Korean side of me that I haven't explored. I've been to Korea before, but it was just like for holidays.
Oh, okay. Just
And
visiting.
yeah, and I was a kid. All the times that I
Yeah.
came, I was a kid, so it's different,
Very different.
Yeah, now that I'm an adult, like I have to survive, I have to
By
work.
yourself.
Yeah, it's different.
Yeah.
So now I'm here mostly to learn Korean and to be more connected to my roots
Your
and
culture, yeah.
and also like to kind of experience relationships with Korean people, not like not loving relationships, but like
Just
friendships,
friendships,
yeah, like
connections.
connections.
Okay,
Yeah.
so I think a very interesting thing you said is you are Brazilian.
Yes.
Yeah. So I think when people see you, they'll obviously assume you're Asian. Maybe they can't
Yes.
pinpoint where in Asia, but they will say
Yes,
you're Asian, right?
yeah.
How did your family end up in Brazil, and how does that lineage go?
So like it's like a kind of like a long story back in 19 wait
19.
yeah,
Oh my God. We're
Yeah.
taking it back.
yeah, like okay, way back. Like let's start from the start, from the
Yeah,
beginning.
yeah.
My grandparents are from North Korea,
Oh, okay. Look at you.
and I'm
She's like, I'm different.
my grandparents are from North Korea,
Yeah.
and then my dad is South Korean. So like
Huh? Wait, so your mom's side is North Korean?
no, my mom is South Korean, but my
No,
dad.
sorry, your dad's side.
Yeah. My
Is
dad's
North
North
Korean.
Korean. Yeah.
Okay.
So my grandparents were born in North Korea,
Okay.
but they ran away, like
Okay.
kind of like during the war. And then my dad, he was born in South Korea. So
Okay.
after the
Oh, okay.
yeah.
It's clicking now, guys. It's clicking. All right.
So now, and then when my dad was 18 years old, my dad and my grandparents, they decided to go to Brazil because like there was like some opportunity going on in Brazil. Like, if you come to Brazil, you're gonna have jobs here. And back in the time, Korea was like poorer than
Right.
Brazil,
Right.
right? It was like 1960 something, like 1970.
My
yeah,
mom
on the
wasn't
70s.
even born.
Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay. That's back
Yeah.
that day.
So you
Yeah.
kind of like just to understand the story. Like, so my dad went to Brazil with my grandparents, and they lived in São Paulo. São
Okay.
Paulo is like the biggest city in Brazil,
Right.
and They lived there for a while, but my grandparents, they decided to go back to Korea. And my dad, he really liked Brazil. So he decided to stay in Brazil. So he lived in Brazil like until he was kind of like 35, 36 years old.
Okay.
And he went back to Brazil, to Korea to find a Korean wife. Because he didn't want like a Brazilian or Korean slash Brazilian. Yeah, he wanted like a real Korean. So he came back to Korea to like meet a wife.
Yeah.
Met my mom and convinced her to go to Brazil.
It's like, hey, do you want to
Do you, let's
move countries?
just let's go to the other side of the world.
Not the
you
same
know?
language, not the same
Yeah.
culture. Your mom's a real one. She actually left.
I think
She's a real one,
she's
yeah.
like so brave.
Oh, she loved your
my
dad.
God.
That's for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah.
And then she just decided like she like left family, everything. She didn't know like a word in Portuguese.
Yeah.
And she just decided to go to Brazil. Yeah. And then a few years later, I was born
Yeah.
in São Paulo.
The Brazilian Korean lineage started.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked your mom like how that was for her? Like moving from Korea, was she excited? Was she a little sad? Because I imagine leaving your whole family behind
Yeah.
has to be saddening, but it's also exciting because now you have a husband and you're gonna have children with
Yeah.
this person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that's one crucial point that like I didn't mention, but it's because of the language. My mom, she's not fluent in Portuguese, and I'm not fluent in Korean. So
That's a conundrum. So you can't talk to your mom like in depth.
yes, I can't.
How? Huh?
I know.
So when you were growing up, did they not teach you Korean? Was it like on purpose not to teach you Korean?
No, so yeah, like they speak Korean with me at home.
Right.
Like, but it's the basic language, like did you eat, like how are you feeling, blah, blah, blah. Not like this kind of complex subjects, you know.
Right.
So my mom, like they tried to teach me Korean,
Right.
but as I grew up in a very small city in Brazil, not in São Paulo, then we moved to Santa Catarina, where it's the south of Brazil, and it's like a very small city, like countryside. I didn't want to learn Korean because I was kind of the only Korean person in the city. Yes,
Okay.
yes.
You know what? I can't fault you. 'Cause
Yeah.
Is it because you were trying to fit in?
Yes,
You felt
yes.
understandable.
Yeah, like all Brazilian people were surrounding me, like at school and everything. So I kind of like felt ashamed to be Korean. Yeah, and also like when I heard people speaking Korean, it was so weird for me.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And I was avoiding to learn Korean.
Yeah.
So, yeah, then I'm here,
Now
like,
you're like,
after,
I should have learned.
yes, I should have learned. I
Yeah.
should like, my mom should have like obligated me, like you have to learn Korean because like it's gonna be more difficult in
When you get
future.
older, yeah.
Yeah, but like didn't want to. Like I was a stubborn kid, I was like, no, I don't want to learn. I was like not interested at all.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like pride, of being
Korean
Korean.
pride, yeah.
Yeah. So like one of the reasons why I came to Korea is to learn Korean so I can speak to my mom like fluently, like
That's
with no
really
language
sweet.
barrier
Yeah.
at all, you
Yeah.
know. So like these kind of questions that you
You want to ask
yeah,
her now.
yeah.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, it's like a little sad, but I guess it's good that as an adult you're actually trying now.
Yeah.
But I think it's very interesting that you said when you were younger you didn't really care to connect with your Korean side because I have Korean American friends, same like sentiment.
Same,
like they just like their parents didn't want to teach them Korean because they didn't want their children going to an American school and being bullied because
Yeah.
they didn't know how to speak perfect English,
Yes.
Do you regret not learning as a child, or are you just kind of like, you had a good childhood, it's fine, it doesn't matter?
I don't regret because then I wouldn't be here today.
True.
Yeah. Like, and everything that happens, it's for a reason. Like, if I had learned Korean like before,
Yeah.
maybe I wouldn't have gone to Ireland because I lived there for 5 years as well. Like I
Oh.
wouldn't go there, for example. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be here
Yeah.
today. So I think everything like happens on like my time, like in anyone's time.
Yeah, yeah.
So
Okay,
like, yeah.
let's go back a little bit. You said Ireland?
Yes, I
So
lived
how
in
did you get
Ireland.
to Ireland?
It was like in 2019.
Yeah.
I was just kind of tired of my life in Brazil. I was
Mm-hmm.
like working 9 to 5,
Mm-hmm.
like in the office, and I just felt that was something like missing.
Yeah.
It was like I wanted to live a new experience, like a new culture, like and improve my English.
Right.
Yeah, so like I
Oh,
decided.
wait. Let's go back a little bit. Because your English is so good, I wouldn't have assumed that you were learning English. Like in Brazil, did you only learn Portuguese?
No, I already had English
Yeah.
in Brazil,
Yeah.
but I didn't have like the experience to speak English
Oh,
with foreigner people,
okay. Okay.
So
Gotcha.
yeah,
Yeah.
so I already had English when I went to Ireland, but I didn't. I was like so insecure to speak English,
Yeah. Yeah.
and also like living. I've never like lived abroad,
Yeah.
so it was like an experience that I really needed to have, and I think it was like a very important step for me to come here now, now
Yeah.
that I have like, I was like so shy, like you have no idea. I couldn't like speak to you, for example, like to
Really?
anyone, like to
Yeah.
any strange person. I would be
Yeah.
like so nervous.
Yeah.
And I think Ireland made me feel
Oh.
like grow, as a person.
Adult.
Yeah, yeah.
She's an adult, guys. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
like,
really good, then.
yeah.
Okay, so you ended up coming to Korea. How did your parents feel about you wanting to? You girl,
Can
you
I?
can drink. She's like, can I
was
drink?
I was on my way to finish the question.
You can drink as much as you want. You can. We can pause and you can drink your coffee. It's like a
Okay.
child being like, "Can I drink?"
Yes.
You can drink your coffee anytime you need. But how did your parents feel about you coming to Korea to learn Korean, and like to get in touch with your heritage?
Um, I think in the beginning they were a bit like feeling weird because I never mentioned, like I want to be, I want to learn Korean, I want to go to Korea.
Yeah.
But they really supported. Like I think my dad was more excited than me,
Really?
because I
Yeah.
think that like I would experience where they grew up, and like
Exactly.
live the
Yeah.
real culture, and I think they were really happy.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
I bet your mom is really excited about you now learning Korean and
Yeah.
possibly being able to like speak to her a lot more in depth now.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm excited for you. I'm
Yes,
so
oh my
excited
God.
for
But
you.
it's like, it's such a long journey,
Girl,
You
I'm
have to be
sorry, but your
patient.
people's language is very hard. Okay, your
Yes.
Korean is not
Korean,
easy.
it's so hard. Oh my God.
It's so hard. I'm happy to hear another a Korean person saying it's hard because
It's
it's
so
not.
hard.
It's
No.
not easy.
It's not
Oh my
easy.
goodness. But I'm sure you get there. Like at least you have you can practice with your parents now. I
Yeah.
would say.
Yeah.
So you ended up coming to Korea, and how was like, let's say the first month you were here? What were you
How
feeling?
was the first month?
Yeah.
I was like overwhelmed by everything.
Really? Okay.
Yes, like the last time I came to Korea was 13 years ago.
Oh, that's a long time. ago.
Yeah.
That's what 20
2012, more or less.
more or less. Okay.
Yeah, 2012.
I suck at math.
Yes.
So. Sorry.
I was like 17 years
Oh,
old.
She
Yeah.
was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the last time I came to Korea was 13 years ago. And now that I'm like 30, it's like a whole different vision, world, everything. And I was so like emotive. How can I say that? Yeah, like to be in Korea and not being a tourist anymore, I was like, oh my God, now it's for real. Like, now I'm gonna live here for a while.
Yep.
And I
You're gonna
remember
pay your
that.
bills.
Yeah,
You're
pay
gonna
the
pay-
bills, everything. Yeah,
It's
be an
different.
adult.
Yeah.
In Korea, in a language that you don't know, like
But
everything.
people probably assume that you know because you look.
Yeah,
Korean.
they speak Korean, but
Yeah.
as soon as I open my mouth, they exactly like, no,
Like
she's
this
not.
foreigner.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And one of the things that I noticed was, oh my God, everybody's Korean. It was like something so weird for me. It was like I felt that I was in a metaverse. Like I don't know. It was like so weird.
Everybody literally.
Everybody's Korean, like
Yeah. There's like you don't really turn and see another foreigner. It might take a
Yeah.
while for you to see a
Yeah.
foreigner. Yeah.
Yeah. So the first month was very good. Like, and also my mom came with me.
Oh, that's so sweet
Yeah.
of her.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's actually really sweet of her.
Yeah, she actually was coming to Korea anyways.
Yeah.
And then I decided to join her and just to stay here, for 2 years more or less. I don't know exactly how long I'm gonna be here. Um, but like, yeah, like I have the Brazilian passport. And when I decided to come to Korea to study Korean,
Yeah.
I went to the consulate in Brazil, the Korean consulate, and they told me that in the Korean territory, I'm Korean. I'm not Brazilian. And I was like, okay, but
How does that work?
I didn't know about that. I thought until last year, I thought I was completely Brazilian.
Brazilian, yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know that I had like
Huh.
the Korean possibility, like the possibility to be Korean.
Yeah, yeah.
Only if I don't know, like do like some process or anything. But no, like as my parents are Korean, I'm also Korean. So they gave me the passport.
Okay, so you're a dual citizen right now.
Right now, yeah.
Okay.
But next year I have to choose.
Wait, I'm sorry. They gave it to you last year, and they're giving you a year to choose which one you're gonna prefer.
2 years, yeah, exactly. Yeah, 2 years.
As an adult? You're
Yes.
not even a kid.
Yeah.
What?
Yes.
That sounds like a lot.
Yeah, so when I found out about this, I was like, my identity crisis. We're like, oh my god, what am I? Like, am I Brazilian? Am I Korean? Which one should I choose?
Oh my goodness.
And I'm still
Thinking
in this
about it like that,
process. Yeah.
I can't imagine getting that curveball as a full-grown adult.
Yeah.
Like as a 15-year-old, I'd be like, "Oh, okay, I guess I'll choose. But as a 30-plus-year-old, it's crazy.
Yes.
And you didn't even think you were Korean, like you know. What I
It wasn't on my options,
mean?
you know.
Yeah, because you've never even like lived in Korea. You weren't born in Korea.
Yes.
Only your parents were born in Korea.
Yes. Yes.
Did they explain to you like? I don't even think they can explain that.
Oh.
Like how do they explain about you picking Korea over Brazil when you were born and raised in Brazil? You don't know Korean, like you know Portuguese over like they didn't try to be like we understand you're Brazilian, but if you want to go to Korea, you have to pick like did they
What, my parents?
No, sorry.
Ah, the consulate.
The consulate, yeah.
No, it's like, I know that if you are before 22 years old,
Yeah.
if you are registered in Korea as a Korean, like, wait, let me explain. Like, my birthday is just registered in Brazil.
Of course, yeah.
But like when I was born, my dad should have registered my birthday in Korea
Korea.
also, you
Yeah.
know. But my dad didn't know. So if you were after 22 years old, you have to decide now, like if you want to be Korean or Brazilian. Before 22 years old, you could have both. If
Forever or just until
Forever.
22?
you're,
Wow,
But
your
like-
dad did you dirty.
yeah, my dad like had no idea. I think.
It's not something you would really think about, though, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not something that your dad would be like, oh, I have to do this.
Yeah.
But it's crazy that if you're under 22, you can keep it. You can keep both.
Yeah.
But now that you're 30, you have to pick one.
Yeah.
What's the logic behind that? Do you know what
I don't know. Like, there's no logic for me.
Can
like,
somebody explain this? Because there's no logic
like
behind it.
really, like next year, I'm thinking of like when I have to decide.
Yeah.
I'm thinking like to, I don't know, go to the Korean. I don't know who to speak with.
Yeah.
Like, please, why? You know,
Yeah, why
like
can't you keep
why can't I
both?
have both? I don't know what's the logic.
That's so interesting.
Yes. So like I heard that a lot of Korean people that was born in Brazil,
Yeah.
when they come to Korea as a tourist,
Yeah.
they don't know about this as well. Like they're just coming with Brazilian passport, and then in the airport they are kind of caught, and they have to go to the military because they are Korean.
That is insane. Oh my, can you
Yes.
imagine getting caught by immigration and then being like, you're going to the army when you have nothing to do with that country?
Yes. Like,
That, is that
Ah.
legal? That can't be legal. It sounds very illegal.
I think it's just like Korean law. I think like you are Korean, because your parents are Korean. Like, so if you are in Korea, you have to serve the military, even though you don't have a Korean passport. So I think they
Oh
have
my
to, and then
goodness.
they have to choose one.
Oh
Yeah.
that's actually a little scary.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't even
Yes.
think, to be honest, if as a Korean male, I don't think I'll
I'm
come back
happy
to
I'm a
Korea.
woman.
Imagine you're like, I'm going to Korea to learn Korean, and then you
And
end
then
up in the
suddenly,
military.
yeah.
You're
If I was
serving
a
country
man,
you don't know. Like
yes.
what? You know what? I am glad you're a girl because that's
Yes.
terrifying.
Yes,
Do you have a
imagine.
brother by any chance?
No, just a sister.
Look at that. Your parents
Yeah.
are like, at least we have girls. Oh, that is terrifying. That
Yes.
cannot be legal. There's no way that's legal for people to like just get caught like that.
Yeah, I don't know how, like, I've never asked someone that could know,
Yeah.
like the real answer.
Yeah.
But I just like rumors, like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Huh. And why is it that you guys can't keep, like, because it's odd because in America, dual citizenship is very normal, but even Koreans who have both, I think they have to choose one. And from what I've heard, foreign marriages in Korea, let's say an American and a Korean gets married and the child has both passports, they have to choose by 18 which one they're going to
You
keep.
have to choose.
Yeah, and if they keep the Korean one, they have to go to the military. If they keep the American one, they don't have to go to the military. That's what I've heard from my foreign friends who have mixed children in Korea, which I'm so curious why that is, because why can't you just keep both?
Oh, yeah, like,
I feel like that's
think-
such a perk of being born in a different country but still wanting your heritage.
Yeah.
Because I have both. I'm Kenyan and I'm American, and I have both passports.
uh-huh.
And I can't fathom somebody telling me to pick one.
Yeah, yeah.
That's scary.
I think China as well, like, you
Yeah.
have to choose, like, they don't allow you to have both because, like, I think, I don't know, like, proud,
It's
like,
probably nationalism or
yeah,
patriotism.
nationalism,
Yeah.
yeah. I don't know.
Ooh, I feel for you. Maybe therapy. I don't
my
know. I don't know who you can talk to about this. Have you tried to talk to immigration?
Not yet.
Is there like a help group for Koreans who have dual citizenship? I don't know.
I don't know. I have no idea. Like, if somebody's know,
Yeah,
please help us.
Because this is such an odd situation to be
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
I've never met a Brazilian Korean, so I don't even know where I can point you to. But that's a lot. But I hope you like figure it out, because I'm
Yeah.
sure for you there's pros and cons of each passport.
Yes.
Just for me, like both have pros and cons. But it has to be hard to pick one over the other.
Yeah.
Yeah, because one is your home, which is Brazil,
Yeah.
and then the other is your heritage, which
Yes.
is Korea.
Yeah. I don't know.
Girl.
Like, I think, like, I know that the Korean passport is stronger than the Brazilian if
Yeah.
you would, like, compare,
Yeah.
And I think that it's less, like, how can I say in English? Like, less bureaucracy
Yeah.
in Brazil to live as a ex-Brazilian, rather
is
than,
it?
yeah.
Oh, I wouldn't know this. Okay.
Yeah, I think Brazil, they facilitate, like, yeah, you have to give up on your Brazilian passport, but it's okay, like, we still accept you,
Oh.
kind of.
That's very sweet of them, first of all. Okay.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I think that if I decide to be, like, Brazilian and then I want to live in Korea, I think it's more complicated,
Because you have to start doing visas and stuff now.
Yes,
Yeah. And they can
yes.
reject your visa anytime.
Yeah, but I can get the visa as a Korean's parents,
Through your parents
Yeah,
being Korean.
yeah.
Right?
Yeah, but oh my god, I don't know. I just
Either way, it's
yeah, I just wanted to go to have both.
conflict. Yeah, it would have been nice if they would just let you have both. I wonder if Korea is ever going to let people just do dual citizenship throughout. I'm gonna Google that. I'm gonna Google why Korea does not
Yeah.
allow both dual citizenship for
Maybe
its
like with
people.
the birth rate decreasing, maybe they change this in the future. I don't know.
I think they should, because like
Or-
a lot of foreigners are getting married and having children in Korea.
Yeah.
And I think it's very stressful to tell someone like, hey, you can't have both. You have to pick
Yeah,
one now. Like
yeah.
that's quite stressful.
Yeah.
Or even Koreans who want to come back, like you. Now you have to be told, oh, you came back, but
But
you got to throw one of those passports away. Like, what?
Yes.
It's such a strange thing to say to someone.
Yeah.
So they'll probably will change it sometime, but
Hopefully.
yeah, I don't envy you to be in that situation. That's a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah.
Did you learn that in your first month or when you were signing up, when you were doing your papers to come in?
The papers, yeah, in Brazil, back in Brazil,
in,
yeah.
So you ended up coming to Korea and then you said you came with your mom, right?
Hmm.
When your mom left, how was
After
that?
1 month.
Oh, how was that?
Oh, it was so
Because now you're by
sad.
yourself, right?
Yeah. I was like leaning on her,
I
on
bet.
everything because
Yeah.
like my Korean is, as I told you, like still bad, like I can't go to the doctor and understand everything, I can understand the basic, but like if I have a problem, like I'm just like I had a back issue,
Yeah.
and I had to go to the hospital, and then my Korean friend came with me,
Oh,
like to
that's
explain
nice.
everything,
Yeah.
like so I don't have any doubt. So like my mom in my first month, she helped me like a lot, like finding a house, like
bet,
opening
yeah.
a bank account.
Yeah.
Like also I had the Korean ID, so she helped me everything
Right.
on everything. So it was like very helpful. But after she left,
You were
I
by
cried.
yourself. Oh, I bet.
Yeah,
bet.
I just felt like a emptiness, and she
Yeah.
was like kind of living with me, like
Yeah.
for 1 month. Um, but I was also like craving the freedom,
Oh,
like
of being by
yeah,
yourself.
of being by myself, yeah, and like learning, how to be by myself and
Yeah.
like going to the anywhere, like to, and just be by myself and like be proud of um how I deal with situations
Your
alone.
independence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. And how is are you learning Korean in a language school or
No, I
university?
started in Yonsei, the
Oh, I
Hakkyo.
also started in
You studied
Yonsei.
there?
Yeah,
No.
yeah, I did. And I hated
Korean
it.
or
Yeah, I hated it.
yeah, I hate it too. That's why I just did
Oh.
one semester.
I thought you were gonna say you loved it. Yonsei,
No,
what's going on? Why does nobody like your language school? Why did you hate it? I thought the microphone dropped for a second.
not that I hate it, but I just hate to go to school.
Oh,
like in
okay.
general.
Yonsei, you've been saved. She just didn't like
Yeah.
school. Okay, so you interesting. You just didn't want to like end up just going to school all the time.
Yeah, I don't like. I don't know. I don't like the environment. I don't know. As like since I was a kid, I was
Yeah.
like, I'm so like boring.
Yeah.
Sometimes I prefer like to study alone, and
Understandable.
yeah, and I don't know. So I decided to quit. Like I just did one semester. Why didn't you like it? You said you didn't like it.
It didn't really teach me anything. I
Uh,
found that I leurned better by myself.
yeah,
It's similar to you.
exactly.
Yeah, it was just like
yeah.
I didn't learn anything. The whole
Yeah.
semester I was like, I could have not done this. That's how
Yeah.
I felt.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you ended up doing an academy after or just by yourself?
Just by myself.
Oh, how's
yeah.
that going?
In the beginning it was a bit difficult because I think you have to be like very you have to be
Very.
disciplined,
Very, yeah.
and I wasn't being, so now I'm studying with a friend, like the girl who went to the hospital with me,
Oh,
like she's
okay.
Korean. I met her in Ireland.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I started doing Korean classes in Ireland.
Yeah.
You know.
Such a strange country to learn Korean as a Korean. Okay.
And like I didn't know any Korean people,
Yeah.
like in Ireland or in Brazil as well. Like I don't have many Korean friends. Like and in Ireland, I was like I need to learn Korean. Like I need to start learning. So I met this Korean girl, and now she lives here and I live here. And then we decided like to take classes again.
Together now.
Yeah, together.
Okay. Do you think it's more helpful than the whole going to school thing?
Yes.
So you
I
think you are
so.
learning more right now?
You're learning. Yeah, I'm learning more.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think so. Because it's 1-to-1,
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was another problem with Yonsei.
Yes.
There was
Yeah.
too many people in my class.
Too many
Yeah.
students, and like
Yeah.
you don't talk, a lot in the class.
don't,
You don't
yeah.
practice. You're kind of like just listening. It's good for the listening though.
Yeah.
Like you can learn like vocabulary and this
Grammar
stuff.
too.
Grammar,
Yeah.
yeah. But like the speaking thing is like a problem, I think.
Yeah.
Like so
Yeah.
that's why I decided to study by myself, and now I think I'm kind of like evolving more than before.
When you were in school.
Yeah.
Yeah, I always think like going to these university language schools, if you're trying to learn how to like read, write, and listen, then you should. But if you want to learn how to speak, then
To speak, yeah.
I don't know. I don't know if I can say a school is good for that. You should just learn by yourself or with Koreans, other Koreans
Yeah.
that you know. What are some difficulties that you faced being Brazilian,
Okay.
but also Korean
Okay,
in
yeah.
Korea?
I thought about this,
Yeah.
and like as Brazilian specifically, there's not many issues, you know. I think it's more like being a foreigner, you know, like coming from another country.
Yeah.
The biggest difficulty is the language for sure.
Of course.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like the language. Like I want to talk to people, you know. I want to speak with people, and it's hard if you don't know because I feel stuck, and then you can't express yourself, you know, the way that you want it. So I think that's the most difficult thing in Korea as
Yeah.
a Korean Brazilian, you know. I can understand way more than I can speak because as I told you, like I didn't practice in Brazil, you
Yeah.
know. My mom speaks Korean with me and I answer her in Portuguese. So, yeah, like I can't have a fluent conversation, you know. Like I think that's the biggest difficulty.
Yeah.
And what else? Like the vibes, I would say.
Yeah.
The vibes, I would say. Um, People here are very like quiet, you know. Like Brazilian people are so
Y'all
loud.
crazy. From what I've seen, some Brazilians, y'all, the life of the party.
Yes,
Some
exactly.
Brazilians
Yes,
are.
yes.
Yeah.
So
But Koreans are very reserved.
reserved. Yeah, I would say. Yeah.
How was that for you? Because you are an introvert. Before you
Yeah.
were an introvert, but now I'm guessing you're an extrovert, right?
I am still introvert, but like now I can manage and like be extrovert if I want.
Yeah,
you
in
know.
any situation now.
Yeah, it depends
yeah.
on the situation. Now I can control more like how I can feel about things.
Yeah.
And but I feel that in this kind of sense, I am still kind of Korean, like you know, like reserved.
Yeah, that
You
is
know,
very Korean.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like I don't open myself to it like easily, you know.
Okay.
I think it's a bit Korean of myself.
Yeah.
Um,
Do you find that hard then to make connections with Korean people because you are reserved and they also may be reserved? Do you find it hard to make friendships with Koreans, other Koreans?
yeah, but now like I kind of it's the opposite. I feel too Brazilian when I meet Korean people. Yeah.
Okay. In a
So-
cultural sense or
Yeah, in a
personality
culture,
sense? In a cultural sense.
yeah, and also personality.
Yeah.
Like, I try to make like Korean friends, like to get more connections, and I feel that they are too reserved, and I feel that I want to just tell my whole story, you know, and like let's be friends, you know,
Yeah,
like
yeah.
let's drink and let's hang out.
Yeah.
But I feel that there is also the hierarchy, hierarchy, yeah.
Yeah. The we are basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
like I have to be like small steps to gain a Korean person
Their trust.
Trust, yeah. Yeah, so I feel way more Brazilian in these type of situations
Yeah.
when I want to like make connections with Korean people. And what else?
Do you think if you physically looked foreign, it would be easier for you to make friends with Koreans then? Like, do you think it's because you are Korean, but obviously you are still Brazilian? Do you think that if you were just foreign, you know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah.
I'm trying not to
Like
step
not
on your
looking
toes.
Korean.
Yeah, if you didn't look Korean, do you think it would have been easier for you? Because I feel like most foreigners don't really look at the we are, right? Because for us, it's not in our culture. It's not as severely in our culture as it is in Korea,
Yeah.
right? But for Koreans who you're trying to make friends with, I think for them it's you are Korean, so you have to follow the we are. But if you
got
weren't
it.
Korean, I feel like they would be
Yes.
like,
Oh, it's okay, you
you
know,
can
like
use 반말, you know what I mean? But now they're like, you're
Yeah.
still Korean. You
I
have to use
think-
존댓말, right?
Yeah.
Do you think it would have been easier if you were a foreigner? You're a foreigner. I'm having such a hard time. Would it have been easier if you looked outwardly like a foreigner?
I think people would care less, like for sure, like.
yeah.
But as I'm like half, like I'm Korean, full Korean, I could say, they expect something from me, So I think that they want this respect,
Yeah.
But I think if I don't use the John de Mar, like I think they would be okay as well, like
I
they
think
wouldn't
so.
mind that much. But I think if I didn't look Korean, I think it would be easier. Yeah, I think.
Yeah, we get a lot of
Yeah.
passes.
Yeah.
Get a lot of passes with
Yeah.
using Panmai.
Yeah.
For sure. Oh, that sucks. Because you're. It's, girl, you're in a hard position. You're Korean, but you're not Korean.
Yeah.
It's such a hard position.
I'm like
to
too
be
Brazilian to be in Korea, and too Korean when
some of the
when I'm in
Brazilians,
Brazil.
Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
and then I guess for even some other outwardly looking foreigners, like, let me ask this. For other foreigners living in Korea, do they see you as Korean or Brazilian? Like your friends who are foreign?
They see me as um, Korean Brazilian. So like more Brazilian.
Than Korean.
Yeah.
Yeah. So they're like, girl, you're a foreigner too, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Yes. You are like with
Yeah.
us.
Not like you're one of us.
Yeah, you're one
the
of us.
foreigner.
Yeah.
I can see that for sure. Apart from that, is there any other difficulty that you think you had?
As like a foreigner.
Or just in general, like living in Korea as you, Helen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Mm, wait, I actually
Not the
put
notes.
some notes.
Not the notes. She's like my phone.
Let me see.
It's okay. Take your time. Take your time. Oh,
Where
I
is
love your
it?
phone case.
Oh, thank
Is
you.
that wiggle wiggle? It looks like wiggle wiggle.
It's like it's so like handy. There's
Oh,
like
wow.
card
There's a
and
there's a
like
little mirror.
yeah, I love it.
Only in Korea will they have a mirror on your phone case. I also noticed you have hand tattoos now. I didn't
like
see it until now.
it's Korean flag.
Oh wow, it is.
Yeah.
That's. And they're trying to say you're not Korean. She's Korean. Take your time looking.
One thing that like not difficulty, but I felt so weird is when I went to the beach in Korea.
Okay.
It was like summer, like very hot, and I went to Sokcho, and I was like so excited that I was going like to swim and like to be at the beach.
Yeah.
But then I remembered that I only had Brazilian bikinis, and I was like, oh my god, like and I was like so afraid
Yeah.
of like being on my Brazilian bikini,
Yeah.
and
Your Brazilian bikini meaning just a normal bikini, right? You're saying Brazilian bikini. I'm like a normal one.
a normal one.
Like a two-piece basically is what you're
Two
trying to say.
piece, yeah. But like in the butt it's like very small.
Oh, a little tongue.
So you kind of like.
Yeah.
But like I was like I wasn't expecting that I wouldn't see like no one in bikini in Korea.
They don't.
And I was so like, oh my god, like cultural shock.
Right,
you know?
right.
But it's okay, like I saw that Korean people, they don't like to get tan and they protect themselves. But I didn't know it was like that deep.
Severe.
Yeah.
They cover themselves going to the beach, which is also something that was also a culture shock to me. I personally don't really care to like wear bikinis as much, but I just found it fascinating that you can enjoy the beach with a sun visor
Yes.
covered,
Yeah.
and sunglasses and a mask. And, I'm
And
just
also
like,
the umbrella.
yes,
That's
and an
why-
umbrella on top of that. I'm like, why are you at the beach at
Yes.
this point? And then you see the foreigners just lululala with our bikinis, like no care in the world. But I've noticed that in pool parties, Korean women will wear bikinis. Like they're more open to like, showing what God gave them, right?
Yeah.
But at the beach,
The
which is where I feel like you should be wearing the bikini more than the pool, I guess.
Of course, yeah.
Right? 'Cause
Yeah.
I don't know, a swimsuit in the pool, a bikini in the beach, but it's like the opposite.
Yeah,
in
or like
Korea.
people using bikini at the festival, like water bomb.
Yes, but not the beach. Like
Yeah.
waterbound, yeah, a lot of girls will have, especially like the bikini top.
The bikini, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. But I think it's because they're like young, and in the at the beach when I went, it was more families and more like older people.
Yeah.
And I don't know, like maybe festivals, they just feel more
It's
comfortable.
Yeah, it's
You
comfortable
know?
because nobody's judging them for wearing
Yeah.
that. Like nobody cares.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
in the beach, I feel like the old ajumas and ajushis are
They
like,
will judge you. Yeah.
what is that young person wearing? It's like,
Yeah.
you're at the beach.
Yeah.
That's so interesting that that was a culture shock for you.
The culture shock.
Mhm.
Ah, safety.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh. Coming from Brazil
From
and
Brazil,
then
yeah.
okay, okay. Uh-huh.
Yeah. Like,
Is Brazil? Because people say Brazil is not that safe, but I'm assuming it's just Korea is a lot safer for sure.
yeah,
You're
yeah.
right.
I think it's just because Korea is like so
Way
safe.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
That you kind of like compare, and Brazil, like Brazilian people, they're gonna hate me for saying
Mhm.
this, but like where I lived in
Mhm.
Brazil, it's kind of like dangerous.
Mhm.
I went robbed like 4 times.
Oh,
Yeah.
like pickpocket?
No, like with a gun. Really,
I
yeah.
don't think they can hate you for that
Huh?
because that's scary.
Yeah. So like my
My goodness.
experience
Yeah.
in Brazil was like I'm always scared,
Right,
like
right.
walking in the streets like by myself. So I
Yeah.
always like looking,
Mhm.
like always like not never use your cell phone, like
Mm.
during night, like
Yeah.
walking in the streets by yourself.
Yeah.
Uh, so I have this experience as
Mhm.
a comparison,
Mhm.
So like when I walk in Korea, it's just like I just don't feel a inch of unsafeness,
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I just like walk to my house like after I don't know like a party,
Mhm.
It's like 4, 3 in the morning, and I'm by myself, and I know that no one's gonna
Mm.
try anything.
Nobody cares. Yeah.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think this is one of the culture shock that I had as
Mhm.
well.
Mhm. Well, I'm sure. Obviously, let me save you, girl. I'm pretty sure in Brazil there are some safe places.
There
you have,
is,
you have to
yeah.
say that so they don't come
Yeah, yeah,
after
yeah,
you.
yeah.
There are some safe places, but in Helen's experience, being robbed at gunpoint is
Yes,
crazy.
yes.
It's
Like
insane.
twice, I think.
That's
Twice.
insane. Are you?
Yeah.
Is it legal to carry a pew pew in Brazil? Can you carry a pew pew if you want it?
No.
Oh, so
No,
it's
it's
not legal
illegal.
for it's
Yeah,
it's illegal if you
it's
carry.
illegal. Yeah.
Wow, I know you loved it when you came here then.
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
people have what? They don't have anything out here.
Yeah.
They have a knife at the
Yeah.
most.
But
Yeah.
depends on the city. Like in some cities in Brazil,
Yeah.
it's pretty safe as well. Like
Mhm.
you can walk, but like I don't want to try my luck.
You don't want to risk it.
Yeah, I don't want to
Yeah.
risk.
Yeah.
So like anywhere in Brazil, like I'm double careful.
Mhm. And it's also probably trauma from the moments that you have, the experiences of you being robbed. It has to be traumatic.
Yes,
Like
yes.
I would never use my phone after that while
Yeah.
walking. It would just be in my pocket
Yeah.
for sure. And then when it comes to like the good memories that you've made in Korea, like what are some happy memories that you have?
I think most of the memories that I have with me
Mhm.
in Korea is when I was with my mom and my sister.
Mhm.
We were all together in Korea. So
Yeah.
like back in like 13 years ago, I think
Yeah.
I have more memories back in that
Really?
year.
Okay.
Um, yeah, just like as a kid,
Mhm.
you don't have to worry about anything. You just like enjoy, and
Mhm.
like you just go to the stores and want to buy everything. And
Yeah.
um, yeah, like I think with my sister and my mom in Korea,
Mhm.
I hope that we can gather again,
Mhm.
sometime,
Be
just
together
like,
again. Yeah.
yeah, me, my mom and my sister.
Mhm.
And also like in Korea, like now that I came, I think the first month, yeah, like
Was
when
the
my
best
mom,
time.
yeah, when my
Yeah.
mom came here, was
Yeah.
here with me, and everything was new, everything was like overwhelming.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think.
You're experiencing everything for the first time. Making a
Yeah.
bank account, like getting a
Yeah, yeah.
house. Yeah.
Yeah,
All
like I
those
felt like
things.
as a teenager again, like in the college,
Yeah.
going to the college and
Oh yeah,
everything.
campus and all
Yeah.
these things. Oh, I bet it was like super
Yeah.
amazing. And
Yeah.
that's why I asked you when your mom left how you felt, because that's when like reality hits. And
Yeah.
you're like, oh, I'll be by myself in this country now.
Yeah.
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 Has that been difficult, like living by yourself? Was that hard for you or not really?
Not really.
Mhm.
Like as I like, I'm living by myself since I was 17. So
Oh, okay. Wow, 17. Like, is
yeah,
that college age in Brazil or?
college age.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
So I moved to another state in Brazil, like to do college, and so since then I always like lived by myself, like sharing house with friends and everything. But now this is the first time I don't share with anyone.
No roommates.
Yeah, no
Yeah.
roommates. It's
Yeah.
just like myself, me and myself, and it's been like a very nice experience because I feel that I can know myself more,
More.
you know. Yeah. And sometimes like of course like I feel kind of the loneliness, you know, and in Korea more than maybe when I was in Brazil, for example,
For sure.
because like I have more friends over there, and here kind of it's hard to connect with people. Even like if you go to a restaurant or like a cafe, you don't really have like those little talks, you know, like with
No.
people.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, they don't do that in Korea.
yeah.
Yeah.
But it's okay, you know, like I've been having a good experience, like
So
living
far,
by
yeah.
myself. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Do you see yourself living here for a long time?
Um, I have no idea actually.
It's only been 10 months. Yeah.
Yeah, I
You're
have
still
no
pretty new.
idea.
Yeah.
Like I, I think it's nice to live here. Like I really want to, if I have to leave Korea, I want to leave Korea with a very good Korean, you know, first. Like,
Yeah.
so I have to learn the language first, like to be able to think moving to another country. But I kind of want to live near, more like near the nature, you know, like at the
Oh,
beach or,
okay.
but because in Seoul, it's just too many, you
It's a lot of
know,
apartments.
yeah, yeah.
Everything is a
Too many
building. Yeah,
buildings. Yeah,
yeah.
too many things going on. So I think I would like to experience like a um, slow life. You know, I would
Not like the
say.
pali pali culture of
Yeah,
like Seoul.
yeah.
That sounds more like Yosu.
Hmm?
Have you ever been to Yosu?
No.
Yosu is like, I don't know if it's on this. I'm not even gonna say it because y'all gonna eat me up. But it's somewhere near the beach, the ocean. It's like a city near the ocean. It's very chill. I've been there once. It's very chill near the beach. It was a little too slow for me.
But
Very
I kind of
overwhelming.
like to, you know, this fast-paced life. Just wanted like a balance, you know, like not like if there was like a beach near, you know, like just
Wait,
like could
Incheon.
walk. Incheon, yeah, but it's like what 1 hour?
It's like depending on a train. It can be 2 hours actually,
Ah,
but
yeah,
driving it can be like an hour.
1 hour,
And
yeah,
it's not like the nicest.
yeah,
Like if we're saying like Jeju or Incheon, I'd go to Jeju.
yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
the beach is nicer there.
yeah,
But I guess it is still
yeah,
the beach.
yeah.
I don't know.
And maybe I think maybe like if I want to like live in Korea more time, more years. Maybe I would like live in one of those cities where the beach is like closer.
Yeah.
Yeah, Yasu, you said.
Yeah, Yosu. Yeosu. Yosu.
Okay, yeah,
They,
I'll
they have this.
search.
You don't listen to Korean music, do you?
No.
I can tell. What about K drama?
K drama I kind of watch, yeah,
Okay.
but like it's not
Yeah.
my favorite. You know, I just watch because of the language, because I
Okay,
need
because I was
to
gonna
like
be like
practice
for the language. I think you
for
need
the language.
it.
Yeah.
You need it. Like, I
For the
think it
language,
helps
yeah.
a lot
Yes.
to like watch
Yeah.
K drama
Yeah.
and maybe do you watch variety shows or not really?
Just like when I turn the TV on, like I don't have it
Yeah.
specific.
Yeah.
Yeah, like field like reality shows, you know, but I don't have anyone like
You're not a
in
fan of any
yeah,
specific
yeah,
one. Okay.
yeah.
Girl, yeah, I feel that. I feel like as a Korean, well, most Korean people don't really like listen to K-pop as much if they're from another country coming into Korea. From my experience, a lot of them are just like, no, I don't really listen to K-pop.
Yeah.
But
Oh, I don't like K-pop.
why don't you like K-pop? I don't listen to K-pop, so I don't hate K-pop. I don't listen to it. But why don't you like it?
I don't know. It's just not my type, you know.
It's not your type of music?
Yeah, I like more like I don't know, like blues, like the
Okay.
Korean blues or Korean like soul music.
Yeah.
I would definitely listen. Like
Yeah.
I actually listen to a few,
Yeah.
but like K-pop is not like a genre that
That you
I
care
like.
for?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's just like pop in general. I would say So
It's not your
yeah,
forte.
not
Okay.
my thing.
Understand. Do you know An Yeun?
Hmm?
An Yeun.
No.
You should listen to her. I
What?
think you'd like her. So she's a solo artist. I don't even know where I can put her because she does such different like music. It's hard to. But she sings in. You know what pansori is, right?
Who?
Pansori. Girl, you are Korean and you don't even know what pansori is.
It's
Pansori is
the-
like very Korean traditional music.
Ah, yeah.
Like
no.
there's like a. I ain't even gonna try, but there's like a up and down when they sing. There's like a back and
Ah.
forth. So she sings in pansori, but she makes it modern. So she'll sing like a ballad in pansori, or she'll sing like R&B in
Can
pansori.
you? Can you
Listen,
type?
she's my favorite Korean artist.
Interesting.
Like she can sing. Okay, my favorite song of her is "Sailing." So this is her. Listen, if you like Korean music but you don't really care to listen to K-pop, An Yeun, that woman
Yeun.
can sing.
Wow.
Like she's probably the only Korean artist I follow on Spotify.
The Korean
Yeah.
Korean like.
Yeah, like super. Like she doesn't even sing in English at all.
Ah.
Yeah, just she's so unique. Like when you hear her music, you're gonna see what I mean by unique. Her voice is unique. Everything
I'm
about her
curious.
is unique.
No,
This
I
lady
think
is-
it's gonna be like the
Wait,
the.
let me. Copyright.
Yeah.
Wait, sorry. I'll show you what I mean. This song is very beautiful too. This one.
I'm gonna get copyright now if you.
I'm gonna change her voice. It's loading. Guys, it's loading. Her phone said, wait.
Really? I love it.
This lady
Oh my
can
God.
sing! You understand, like, this lady can sing. I just love how she mixes the culture in there.
Oh my God, I love it. It's so
Love
like
that song.
cheerful, you
right?
know? Uh-huh.
It's like almost like a little hip hop going on there,
Yeah.
R&B. It's like she takes all these elements of music and makes it her own. I'm such a big fan.
Oh my God,
Anya,
I love
if you
it.
ever see this girl, I love you. You're doing it out there, okay? I wish she was a little bit. Actually, no. I was gonna say I wish she was a little mainstream. I'm happy she's not.
Yeah,
I'm
let's
happy
just
she's in
like-
her own bubble. Let's keep it like that. I don't want her to be westernized. Let's keep it like that. Before we end, is there anything that you wanted to say that you had not gotten a chance to say?
Yeah, I actually have a YouTube channel.
Oh, do you? You should have said it in the beginning. I also do YouTube.
Oh yeah, I kind of forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's your YouTube channel and what do you do on your YouTube channel?
My YouTube channel is just like my name is
Yeah.
Helen Kim.
Yeah. How did you get that? There's no other Helen Kim on YouTube?
Yeah, like the username is Helen B Kim, something like
okay,
that.
okay.
Yeah,
Helen B.
but like if you just type it Helen,
Helen Kim.
Kim, it's gonna appear. I just like talk about like my life
Mm-hmm.
in Korea and also like trips and
So like
food.
vlogging?
Vlogging,
Vlogs?
yeah,
Okay.
it's more like vlogging.
Yeah.
And what else? Like kind of in the beginning, so I'm just starting. Like
You're finding what you
posting-
want to do
Yes,
now.
yeah.
Do you do it in English, Portuguese, or Korean?
Portuguese? Yeah.
That's even cooler. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Listen, if you're Portuguese and you want a Korean YouTube channel to watch,
Yeah.
Helen Kim, guys.
Follow
Helen
me,
Kim.
please.
Oh, that's awesome. How has that been? Like your YouTube journey?
It's been like actually yesterday I just did like 2 years of when I created my YouTube channel.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
But like I started in Ireland as well, like cooking Korean food and just like showing my routine, you
Okay.
know.
So cool.
Yeah, and now that I live in Korea, I think there is so many more things I don't want to show. I think it's so interesting.
Yeah.
Like you don't get to see like many Korean Brazilians living in Korea, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
So I think it's something interesting, like to show people like how is my like point of view, you know, living in Korea as a Korean Brazilian. And yeah, it's just like more like vlogging
Yeah,
stuff and
yeah.
like trips around Asia and and like interesting things about Korea, you
Yeah.
know, like
I love that you do it in Portuguese.
yeah,
to
I
be
live it.
honest.
Yeah, because it's like so much easier for me.
Because it's you.
Yeah, it's like
The
how I
language is
express
now you.
myself.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
it's like it's completely me. You
Right.
know,
Yeah.
but there's like subtitles in
In
English
English.
and in Korean. Yeah, or any
Ooh,
language
and
that
in
you.
Korean too. She's working out here. That's awesome. Apart from YouTube, do you do like TikTok? TikTok?
Yeah, I also
You
have
do have a
like
TikTok?
yeah, I
Okay.
also have TikTok, Instagram. Like, just follow me there, guys. I do
Helen Kim,
like
Helen Kim?
no, like in Instagram is
Oh,
BREKR.
I'll leave it down below. And then TikTok, is it the same?
It's Helen B Kim.
Oh, so YouTube and TikTok, same name.
Yeah,
And then what
and
happened with Instagram? Why
Instagram.
is Instagram not Helen B. Kim?
Cause like the Instagram, I have this username
Yeah.
since like 10 years ago,
Oh, okay. Okay.
and it was because my second name is Brenda, and
Not Brenda. She's a Brenda, guys. That is such a cute name. My name is Brenda.
Brenda.
That's so cute.
Yeah.
I haven't heard that name since I was a kid. I think.
Really?
That is such a cute name.
Really?
Brenda is
I
such
kind
an
of don't
adorable-
like it.
You don't like Brenda? Brenda is such a cute name. I think probably because it's a little old English, I think. Brenda will be considered. I just think Brenda is such a cute name, though.
I think
Hi,
like
my name is Brenda.
yeah, because like I think Brenda in Brazil is not that cute.
Oh.
You know, like it
Oh.
sounds like Brenda. I don't know. It's kind of like
Never mind. I love it though.
Well,
I don't know.
yeah.
It just sounds so. I've never met a Brenda as an adult.
Brenda before.
I've met Helens.
Yeah,
Not a
Helen's
Brenda.
more common, I'd say.
I love that.
Yeah.
Brenda. I might just start calling you Brenda.
Brenda, yeah, you can call
I
me
love
Brenda.
that name. I love the name Brenda. That's so cute. Hi, my name is Brenda. That's so cute. So you're Helen Brenda Kim.
Yes, yeah.
That's such a
But I also
unique
have a
name.
Korean name,
What's your Korean name?
Hejin.
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 Helen Hejin Brenda Kim.
Yeah,
Now that's a mouthful. It's a lot.
Hejin. But like, Hejin is not registered in any document, you know, because I don't know, like, I don't have any document with Hejin. But
Yeah,
so
wait
like,
till you pick that Korean passport.
Yeah,
You're gonna
yeah.
be like, Hejin. That's so crazy. I'm
yeah.
still thinking about the fact that next year you have to
I
pick
have to pick one.
one or the other one.
Yeah.
I'm gonna hit you up next year and be like, so
Where? So what did
what
you do?
happened? Like, I'm so curious.
Yeah.
Is there anything else that you wanted to say? I'll leave all your socials down below, like for sure.
Okay, yeah. I think that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, if you ever think of anything else, or you pick one of the other and want to do a review,
Follow my YouTube channel because
Of
I'm
course.
I'm registering this process.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
She doesn't even have to come back to the channel. Follow her YouTube, and she'll show you guys the process of picking one or the other. We're
Yeah.
talking about citizenship, by the way. I'm not sure if that was clear, because she does have to pick either Brazil or Korea, which is
Yeah.
crazy. But other than that, girl, yes, tear. When do people say do you or something? I don't know. Yeah. Anything else that you wanted to say?
No,
That's
just
it?
like it was amazing. I loved this
Thank
experience.
you for coming.
So-
I like how you were like, I'm nervous, and I was like, don't be. You did great.
Yeah, thank you.
You did so well. Like I
Thank
could not
you.
tell you were an introvert.
Oh,
You did really
thank
well.
you.
If you ever want to come back, like if your story develops, and you ever want to share your story again, you are always
Ah,
welcome
so
to
nice.
come back.
Thank you.
Are you okay with us ending here?
Yes.
Okay. Now I have to do my ending, okay? Hopefully I don't mess it up because I always mess it up at this point. Anyways, guys, that was another episode of Korea Unfiltered. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share with your friends. If you are a podcast listener, make sure you give us 5 stars so we get up in the algorithm. This was Brenda, guys. See, I'm calling her Brenda now. This is Brenda, y'all. This is Helen Brenda Kim.
Brenda Kim.
Okay? Make sure you check her socials down below. But that's it for today. I'll see you guys on the next episode. Bye, guys.
Bye.